Alrighty, boys and girls, we're here for the Fruit of Grisaia Volume 2, second case. We're doing this fairly recent to the one I just opened, if anyone has watched that video. Thank you very much for coming to another solo performance. I was talking about potentially just grabbing all of these and opening them in one shot. I don't think that that's a worthy option. Got the points already, easy. So what we're going to do for this one is kind of speed a little bit more. I kind of want to do this in an hour compared to the friggin' 2-hour marathon that the first video was. So we're kind of just going to take all this stuff, just make sure we don't miss anything, and then just colors, and we'll put, well, I'll be nice and I'll put climaxes separate for them. But we're just going to grab all this, make sure no double R's. Alright, double R. Rare. And actually, let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get off this box topper. Hey, that's what we want, but in foil, because then I'm going to have to pay my buddy $100. But I didn't pull it in my case. Spoiler for those who watched that video, or did not, as I should say. Whoop. There we are. First foil. First rare. I actually brought sleeves this time instead of going halfway through, because we're prepared around here, I guess, on this channel. And we're just gonna put that right there. Good old anti-change counter with a cat on it, so instantly playable. It's actually a sat counter, which is better than the first set, which is a discard 2 counter. So we do like sat counters. They do provide flexibility with the counter for your opponent's reverse finishing cards, as well as potentially allowing you to sack off things for open lanes at the end game. So we do like sat counters around here. Like I said, and it has a cat on it. So how can you go wrong with that? First green double rare. Hopefully you all enjoyed all the fun pulls that we got in the previous box. Hopefully you will enjoy these as well. Like I said in the previous video, I'm going to try to talk about some of my deck ideas here. I did, go over a little bit of cards in the previous video, but didn't really in-depth talk about them. Now, the Amagi itself, I feel like is going to be worthwhile in the 8-choice deck and probably the Link deck. Got a SR. Don't think it's playable, but good art's good, I guess. Go ahead and sleeve this up. Yeah, the the Amagi is going to be a card I need to test with. I'm not entirely sold that it's a card that we want to be playing in all the builds anyway, but I at least think 8-choice, because it has stock generation, and the Link deck. The Link deck worries me for stock, to be honest, because I don't think we have a choice that we can use with that, but I don't know. A lot of people are hyped on the Link cards. I think it's a really interesting design. I think that Grisaia itself has a lot of very interesting designs, just as a set as a whole. But I'm not entirely sold that it is going to be as easily set up or as busted as a lot of people seem to have convinced themselves it's going to be. But, like I said, I'll happily be incorrect in that regards. And that'll probably be a deck that I'm just going to net deck, as I said in the other video. Apologies to those that do watch both videos. I'll probably say a lot of things the same, just in case there are viewers that only watch one video instead of both. So apologies in advance to those viewers, but you know, here we are. So, see how many times I mess up the mat. Will it be as many times as I messed up the camera in the previous video, or will it be less? So I just pulled the Amane right off the screen there. So Amane, 1 Machina. I'll probably end up buying some of these off my buddy, to be honest, because I didn't get a playset. I think the ratios were like 3-3-2-2-3 for the box topper PR, which are basically just the double art in the set, but with better art, in my opinion. Ooh, foil. Which I'll show you the foil in a second. Sorry. Sometimes I get ahead of myself and rip another pack. Good old Machina. Gains 1500 if you have, I think, 2 other characters and on-play dig, and can discard a card to double trigger. It's fine. I'm not. If it was like an early play, probably consider it, but don't think it's going to be played otherwise. So this is a different way of doing the video. We tried a different method the other first Grisaia case. I was not a fan of recording that way. I'm curious to see how other people thought of that, but for myself, I wasn't a super huge fan. And this is going to be a different way. Again, these ways of recording will probably be sparse, just because usually I have a couple of other people here to help open, keep conversation going and all that, compared to just me rattling on about nothing for an hour plus. But if you guys do like this format, please make sure you comment and let us know. And, you know, we'll try to figure out some way to do this kind of video more often. Whether it's this way or the other way, I mean, comment and let us know which one you like better, or if all of them suck and I should never do something by myself again, because I honestly don't know how I'm going to come up with 3 hours of talking, to be honest. But here we are. Yeah, as for decks, though, there's so many different different things that we can do. Like this card here, this foil, the teacher/trainer for Yuji, has like a double early play with like a heal. So that's fairly interesting. I don't know if it's worth slots or playable or anything like that, but you know, if somebody does prefer that style of play, like if they're a Sunshine player and that's what they're looking for in like other sets, it does exist here for them to do that. But I don't think with everything that Grisaia has that it's an entirely valid way to play. First, red double R here. Gonna be some giant stacks of commons and uncommons all thrown together. So I found out after the other video that this is a very expensive box topper OFR. I was pleasantly surprised. Did not think that it was going to be as high as it was. I think Kazuki, though, is a waifu for a lot of Japan, though, so I guess if like that's the indicator of why it was so expensive, I can see it. Hiramagi is also the most expensive. I was very surprised when I looked it up. It was also the most expensive SP in the set, so yeah, pulled a fairly good case out of that first one. So hopefully we can get some good comparable value here from my buddy, who is moderately salty that he picked the cases, so he elected to pick this case. I did not do the picking, so it's not my fault. Just put it that way. It's not my fault. Oh, man, we're finding the goodies early. Finding the point card. Finding the going first, going second cards. I'll show these in case you guys didn't watch the first video. Very value. Very love it. So those, put those there. Let's go ahead and open this PR. What we found was... Yumiko. Not as value as I thought it was going to be. Only $70, but second best girl for me. So, gotta love Yumiko. I think this is probably the early play of choice with the new set. I have to see how the interaction of on play discarding 2 works. Like, because you have to pay that cost before, you can do anything. So, when you play her, discard 2, I think you look at top 4, add a character, and then heal 1 to stock, and then she gains like 1k or something. So, it's a fairly unique design, I think. I can't think of any other early play that requires you to discard 2 to gain those kind of effects. Oh, almost missed a double R. GG's. I haven't looked at the first set yet. It's been too close to see how close we were to a second playset and all that, but just by like feel, it seems like we almost got close to a second playset out of one case. Which is good, because we're trying to help another buddy of mine get a playset out of these 2 cases, so that'll be good. Whole lot of Grisaia running around. Very good set. Very good IP, to be honest. I'm not sure if they're doing another anime. I know there's 3 out, but I don't know if they announced a 4th. I don't think there's any source material for that, so it probably isn't going to be one, but a slice of life with the girls on the island would be pretty busted. I don't know if that's a spoiler. I mean, some of the art shows they're on an island, so oops, if that's a spoiler. GG's. But here we are. Let's see. Didn't pull the foil out of this yet, huh? Oh, wrong. God, we're doing it again. Putting things in the wrong colors. Alright. I do think that Grisaia is going to be a tier 1 deck. Some people say that every iteration that can be built to the deck will be tier 1. I don't quite know if I jump on that bandwagon, but I do think that a good number of the iterations of the build will be good. The question is how many. I said it in the other video. I don't know if I said in this one. I've seen about 8 to 12 different deck builds, and every single one of them was different. So it's really interesting that a set can have that many permutations. With 2 sets, I mean, I guess it does give you a fairly large card pool, particularly with this set, which is like 130 cards or something, I think. But foil. I don't know if that's entirely accurate. Like, I can't think of, like, some other sets with, like, 2 series that have, you know, a dozen permutations I see in the first, like, week of release. Very nice. All right. Ooh, ooh, foiled door. We didn't get that in my case. That's not fair. Art is really good. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna show you. All right. I love the chibi faces in the background. Oh, it's because they're kissing. Oh, this finger. They're kissing. Oh no. It's great. I love it. Might have to buy that off my buddy. Damn. This is off the Neg Soul combo, which I am kind of sad about that you can't early play. I feel like if we could early play that, I would attempt to play it. Granted, into Dal, it's just going to be big sad. I don't know if like Link makes this playable, just because you can sort of get it out somehow with like a super convoluted way at 1, which is pretty good. But yeah, it's just going to be really interesting to build, particularly that Link. Like, can't stress how much my brain has been trying to think through that Link deck to find out how to make it consistent and also viable. I think that I'm going to have to peek. Oop. SP? First SP, which came a lot sooner than that first case. Good old Sachi. Looks like a fine card. Looks like it's a back row 2K assist. I think it heals and has a climax combo that I don't know what it does. So, interesting. I'm curious if this is a Link card. Let's see. Let's find out. Let's see if this is a Link card here. All right, let's put that right there. Because if this is a Link card, then it gets very interesting. Nope, not a Link card. It's on a book, too. That was on a gate. Unfortunate. Alright, well, I don't know what it does, and I'm less interested to look it up now. Oop, foil choice. Alright, so that's one of the OFRs, one of the SPs. Look at Kazuki, she's playing that piano. I do like that. I might buy that. I do like that art for her. So this is also the Maguro combo, I think, which is potentially what I'm considering playing in the 8-choice deck. So I might just grab that just for that. I have to look up the cost. It's kind of, you know, it's fairly cheap. I'll just grab it. This is going to be a lot of good fun. I've been updating a lot of my decks, just a little bit of overall. I updated the day I became a god deck. Like a couple months ago, I saw this 2-soul build, and I thought it was like really neat. I ignored it, and apparently that deck became what everyone thought, what everyone is playing. I have played it myself. The deck is very gross. And so, yeah, so that's certainly a deck. It's got a kill rate of about 4 turns. It was about average. Played about 8 games with it. Really gross. Grisaia is going to be a lot of fun. I think I have personally like 4 decks I want to test with this, minimally, not counting the Link deck, which, like I said, I'm going to just try to let someone else solve that one and then do that. But, yeah, 8 choice. So, just a quick show here. Like, you can play the Maguro, and then you have this option as, like, your top end. Now, a lot of people are playing this, I think, from what I've seen, which unfortunately doesn't heal, but it is a Musashi and has a pay 3, burn 1 twice. I think it's on attack. So it does give you a bunch of instances of burn to hit that Musashi, but it doesn't heal. So I'm not sure how much I like that. I do like healing. Healing's my thing. Something to capo, heal spam. But this heals to hand and also Icy Tails. However, since playing Fate, I'm not sure how much I like paying for Icy Tails anymore, just because I'm so used to just free Icy Tailing everybody for like 4 damage. Oh, got a Yumiko. And yeah, so that's kind of where we're at with the thought process. I don't think that the Gold Bar Double R is very good, the level 1. I just think it kind of works against itself. However, there is a card that gives Yuji's Hand Encore. So I really haven't explored that angle. So maybe the Clock Bomb cross turn is worthwhile. I will say that I did not fully explore the commons and uncommons. I kind of skipped over them after the release date and kind of was intending on going back to them over the weekend when cases showed up late. I ended up rebuilding the day I became a god deck, and unfortunately Grisaia kind of got shuffled, unfortunately. Beyond just kind of talking about deck archetypes. So yeah, I think that the first deck, though, that we're going to attempt is Door Standby. Door from the old set, followed by the Amane Standby, which is the foil I'm shooting for, and my buddy's going to get $100 off of me if that's the case. But yeah, there's a whole lot of things in this set that are good and going to be fun to build around, and I think that if you're looking for a set to do that kind of stuff with, Grisaia is definitely worth picking up. I do think it's very interesting that the SPs also come as SRs. Like, so if you want your deck to be foiled, you don't have to get the SPs. Like, you can just, pick these up. So, I think that might be part of what I do with this set, is instead of SPs, I might just grab a bunch of SRs. And there's a Sachi. Alright. Another one of those. We have talked about trying to live stream some of these openings. Unfortunately, I don't have a Twitch account. Really haven't looked into it. I mean, it's hard enough the time to just even do videos. And unfortunately, every time I seem to do a stream on YouTube, I get DMCA'd. So hopefully I just didn't invoke that right here, which hasn't happened in any of my other videos, but I also haven't tempted fate by calling their name. So we'll see if that's a thing. I'm trying to think of like other topics I didn't talk about in the previous video, so if you haven't, watched that, particularly the first hour, there's a decent amount of conversation. After that, it gets a little sporadic. But, yeah, I just think the art particularly in this set, very good. Mechanics, very good. Foils, very good. To me, those are all the makings of a slam dunk Weiss set. So, first set, we did not open a case. Here we are opening two, partially because of the ratios, partially because I did want some of these foils. Speaking of foils, and speaking of the regular art, clearly the foil's better because it's, just zoomed out, I guess. So let's take a peek here. Get this Yumiko in swimsuit action. There she is. Think card looks fine. Nothing too spectacular, but we'll go ahead and just put that right there. Start covering the foils up with other foils. Yeah, shooting for an hour though for this video. We're at like 25 minutes right now. Oh, not too bad. Still can't believe this is a double rare. Not sure why. Maybe they're just power crept free fresh so much after Fate. That's why. Not really sure. But I think that the condition of needing to discard itself is just not good. I don't think I've seen it in any of the lists I've looked at. Could be wrong. Not remembering having looked at it offhand, so there's that. Yeah, moving on to the next box. Still got two box top OFRs, two OFRs in the set, and one more SP. Bunch of foils left, bunch of foils. Moggy. Shirt. In the other video, we talked about this card. It's an early play, 2 or less climaxes. Gains power for some condition. I think 2 more characters or some nonsense. It's like an 11k. And what you do is you pay 1 to summon a cost 0 from your clock to stage. Now, the merits of paying 3 to heal 1 is kind of a question mark to me. However, in this set, you have a costless 2 soul with the level 1 bomb. You also have a JC, which, is more stock. And here again is the problem I think that this set's running into is stock. Now, there is a stock charge combo from the first set. It's on a 2 soul. When damage is canceled, stock 2 Grisaia characters. So either A, you stick a bunch of damage, or B, you make a bunch of stock. Now, in a world with a free fresh, perhaps that's good. Where you can kind of just fix your deck state a whole bunch with the Amagi. I don't know, maybe I'm just building a deck in my head as I'm talking. But I do wonder if that is a deck worth exploring. Actually, now that I'm talking it out. Play 2 souls, play the Amagi, there's your plussing engine. And yeah, create a bunch of stock. Not a bad foil. Not bad. A lot of blue. There's a lot of blue. As I was putting stuff away, I was noticing a lot of blue in this set. Oh! Another SP. That's 2 SPs down. So, 2 more OFRs out of the PR packs. And 2 more OFRs out of the actual set. So this isn't bad. It's the Michiru. This is on that choice combo. Very nice art, though. I do really like this. So, that's pretty nice. Like I said, that actually might, become one of the main archetype deck builds as well as the 8 choice. So, definitely not a bad SP at all. Making sure I don't miss any double rares, because that would be unfortunate. Also likely. Oh, there it is. Oop. Oop. Take the climax out for him. Only 2 triple rare climaxes so far. Very, very interesting. Granted, this whole thing has been very interesting. The ratios, particularly in the last case opening where we opened dummy late everything pretty much. And then I was surprised that we actually pulled some more stuff that I wasn't expecting. So, yeah, that's a thing. Not too bad. Not too bad. Double rare. I don't think I've... Oh, did I put this red thing? What is that doing? There we go. Don't think I've ever pulled 2 double rares in the same pack. Might be wrong. Oh, another Machina. OFR. Man, this video gonna be short. People are gonna be immediately popping out of here going, "Yo, you pulled everything already." Gonna be really unfortunate, but we are doing this hopefully at double speed from the previous one anyway. Where are we at now? Yeah, 30 minutes. Almost halfway through, so we getting there, boys. Once we open up all the money cards anyway, then we definitely Speedy McSpeederson through. But yeah, I am curious though, what people liked. Did I just put all the green and the red? Wow, busted. Good player. This is why I get game losses at Nationals, because I don't know my colors. Colors are hard, man. I'll tell you. Particularly if you're colorblind, like some people. Yeah, man. That's a conversation. Being a colorblind Weiss player is kind of unfortunate. You kind of have to just know what your colors are. Based on the card names or like the characters. Thankfully, like characters are sort of typefaced into certain colors in some sets. Big unfortunate though when they're in 2 different colors. Because then you just don't know. Is this green? Is this blue? No, this is yellow. This is blue. Oops. Here's that bar combo I'm not particularly fond of. Yeah, the 8 choice, or no, the 8 standby. I don't quite know what the Amane does, unfortunately, so I don't know if I can actually comment on how I feel about it. I'm typically not a player who gravitates to 8 standby. It's just not my playstyle. I'm more of an aggressive player, and I feel like standby wants you to be a little more conservative with the play. Not sure if this deck is different because there are different kinds of standby decks. Like I said, Linked also makes it interesting. So that's definitely something I'm gonna have to look at as I'm like deck building. Is what the Sachi. Did I say Amane before? The Sachi standby does. Now there's a standby in the previous set too. That is Amane. That I'm probably gonna peek as well. Because I think that the problem with the first set was the targets were garbage for standby. Just not good. I can't really remember any good targets. Granted, and I didn't really point this foil out, but you do have this really sad 2/2 that can be played as a 2/1 that loses a level on the field and has 9,029 power, which is just straight flavor, I guess. But unfortunately, with that, and the Soul Trigger doesn't get to keep the extra soul on the body, which I think makes it unplayable, to be honest. Just flat out, just straight up unplayable. We did get that standby foil, which is that Sachi combo. I'm not quite sure what it does. Something, doing your homework before taking the test, I guess. Not that I ever did my homework growing up. At least at home. I did it all during school. Oops, don't tell anybody. Oh. Sachi PR. Moving on to the next box. Looks like this video is probably going to end up being about an hour and 20 minutes for those who want to clock me. Just based on timing. I'm going to probably start trying to speed things up a little bit. To be quite honest, sort of running out of topics between the previous video and this video, so do apologize for rambling. Do want to thank anybody who is still watching or has watched both of these openings. Appreciate the views. The channel has been on sort of hiatus while I've done a lot of work nonsense. Hopefully can sock away some time soon to do set reviews or deck techs. The problem is I kind of lost my set review guy, partially due to my schedule, partially due to other nonsense. So I don't know if Singleton, I guess that's a question. Whoever is actually still watching this video, would a single person set review be interesting to people or not? Please let us know in the comments while I show you this semi-cute Sachi SR. Put that right there. But yeah, if there is interest in a single person set review, I will attempt to figure out the best way to do that. Probably just involves me actually figuring out OBS, because the last time I tried to figure out OBS, it literally didn't do what it was supposed to do. So I'll just have to figure that out with somebody, and then we can start trying to do those during my very spare free time. But yeah, it's definitely a thing that we can look at. Just kind of blasting through these, picking up a lot of these double R's. Is there 13 in the set, double R's? I think so. So this is where you get your ratio problems for multiple play sets. 13 double R's, double R pluses, all those fun jazz things. Oop, another SR. I do think I'm gonna pick up this Maguro combo. I do think that that's probably gonna be one of the main decks I do test is the 8 choice. Just based on feel, I think it's going to be pretty good. Like I said, just a matter of what the top end is going to be, and whether that's going to be the Musashi or the Michiru. All right, halfway, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yep, halfway through. Didn't even open up the PR for the other box. I'm gonna just open 2 for this one, I guess. All right. Looking for one more box topper and 2 OFRs in the main set. Well, clearly I'm just skipping the box toppers, so I guess we can only hope I pull the ones in the main set, right? Is that where we're at? Looks like it. Got one of my cats trying to sneak onto the table. Up, he got on the table. All right, we're gonna have to get him off. There he goes. Otherwise, this was gonna be. You guys ever play Jenga? That's what it was gonna be. Big old Jenga around here. Cards falling everywhere. Me crying. Oh yeah. Double rare. Oh, and then after this, get to build play sets. Favorite thing. Actually, my wife can probably do that. She loves that. She loves the play sets, that one. You know what would be interesting is if Spotify put a... Oh, there we go. There we go. First in-set OFR. There she is. Good girl, Yumiko. Not too shabby. Yep. I do think it's funny that in the previous case, I opened the PR OFR and then opened up the regular OFR and had the same thing happen in the second case. So I wonder if that's sort of a case mapping thing that they did there. Or if it's just pure coincidence. Talking to one of my other buddies who opened a bunch of cases, and he opened a bunch of the same foils, and then opened like one of each like other SPs out of like 4 cases. So it's pretty interesting. Like if you get a master and then like another like random case to just get kind of like the same foils. I guess it's good if you pull like the busted foils, but I guess you get really sad if you get nothing. I mean, kind of like everything around here, right? So, really don't know what this does, but I think I want this. Good old hungry for that yukata. Oh yeah. Thank God I'm not a monetized channel. This would not be monetized at all. Do hope I pull another Amane climax. That would be the dream. Because I did pull one in mine. That's something I would potentially pull, or, you know, purchase to another Amane. But not foil. We want a foil Amane. No. Kind of yes, kind of no. Yeah, foil Amane, which I only have one more potential for, which please, would love it. I guess if not, then I guess I just save myself $100. But oh man, there's dreams and then there's dreams, and that's a dream to have foiled. Double rare. Yeah, it's too bad these aren't like English, where I can just flip right to the back, pull out the foil and or rare and be done. Instead, I gotta kind of have to peek these. I really think I'm repeating myself in the same video now. Not really sure. But apologies to those who have actually stuck out and just hear me rambling. Now, a lot of lists I've looked at are playing the old door combo, which I say is like the most thing I've seen repeated in like the list I have looked at, is that they're still playing the Sachi's cooking event and Goblin Slayer-esque level 1. I have seen like maybe one or two. I 100% seen one, which is still playing the exact same climax combo suite as the first set, which is the Sachi's cooking and the Yumiko gate. But I've also seen, like, I believe I saw it was a choice and then the Yumiko gate build, which is interesting. I'm not sure if that was just preferential on the person I saw, or like an actually viable deck. Just because I'm not sold on the Yumiko from the first set being a reliable finisher. Like, it's fine for the stock swap, but because I don't think they gave a new stock swap in this set. But you have to play on the gate to get the stock swap, so it's not like that gate has Link either. Pretty good climax. It's on a gold bag, which is part of that Link stuff. So, decent foil if you're gonna play that in the Link. I think you do play that in the Link deck, but unsure if 100% you do. Another Amagi SR to go with the one I pulled. Again, this is interesting that they did the SPs and the SRs of the same card, which I think is really interesting, but also really cool. So if you don't want to splurge on the SP, you can get the SR. So that's pretty cool. Going to do something, but I don't think I'm allowed to do that on YouTube, so I'm just going to not do that. Something to do with this card. Look it up, and you'll see it. You'll understand. Coming to an end of this box. Box number 11. Kazuki. Same card. Potentially better. Not really sure. This art's really good too. So, This is like the only one that I'm like, this art is potentially just slightly better. Cute. This is part of that early play package with this girl. Play just for the art. That'd be about it, though. Like I said, I don't think it's super viable, particularly when your set is this good. If your set wasn't this good, it might be a premier package to be used. But when your set's this good, unfortunately, there's just better things to do with it. Flowing in the foils here. Flowing in them. Alright. Let's take that. Very nice foiling. I think you can see it better in this light than the previous camera angle from the other one. Those that watched both, please let us know in the comments. Not that anyone's still watching this, but... Here we are, foil hunting. Hunting them foils. One OFR, one box topper OFR. If they're in the same box, I'm gonna eat my hat, because that will mean everything else is dead. Get sad. Oh boy. Definitely is more fun with a chat. If you can get people in it, I guess. I guess that's the key right there, right? Like, if you're just in the chat by yourself, opening packs, then you're just talking to nobody. But I guess you could do video on demand, which is the thing, so... People can at least hear you rambling to yourself at the end there. Now, I feel like this card has change on it. No, this is a brain. This is a change and a brainstorm? Huh. Maybe. Interesting. I'll have to look at this more. I think I remember thinking it was something I wanted to think about, but everything just kind of blending together at this stage. Cards with Grisaia art on it. That much I know. Everyone's actually already skipped this box, so I pulled the two foils in like the first two packs. And I think it'd be sad when I pull a foil out of this. Actually, wait, they probably just jumped to where I opened that. Shoot, start opening those in the middle. Michiru. Alrighty. On to the next box. 2, 4, 6 more after this, guys. 6 more after this. That's hard. Yeah, 6 more. I do really appreciate everyone sticking around, listening to the solo guy rambling. Oop. Foil. Same card. I love it. Considering maybe playing 2 of these, if it does what I think it does, so might grab this foil off my boy. For a set I don't want a foil. It's going to start looking expensive in foils. What am I doing with my life? I pulled this in the other case opening, and I kind of just kept talking around it because it was like the last case or the last pack of the last box. And I don't think this card's playable. No, I don't. I'll just put that there. Right over in the showroom. I don't think I said in this video, but my order of waifu for this show / novel / set is Amane, followed by Yumiko, followed by Kazuki. Unfortunately, Michiru's voice just kind of turned me off because she's like that standard profile I would normally enjoy, but unfortunately, the voice killed it. Same thing with like Machina. I'd like to like her, but voice killed it. We're hitting that hour mark. Very unfortunate that we didn't quite get to that finish point, but here we are. Might be, yeah, I think I said what, an hour 20, about the halfway point, so looks like we're probably going to be on track for that unless I get sidetracked with talking or other nonsense that it's probably not going to happen because I'm pretty dead at this point. Just straight opening is not too bad, but it's like 900 degrees in the apartment, which is definitely killing me. Oh! Pulled a Kazuki. No Amane. Very unfortunate. Good value for him, though. Like I said, this is the most expensive OFR here, so GG easy. But yeah, no value for me on the Amane. Very, very, very sad. Yeah, so we're just looking for the set OFR. 5 boxes, including the one I'm touching right now, to see which one gets that and what we end up pulling. But yeah, we see what's going on shortly, I think. Now, if people have deck lists that they like, please put that in the comments. I didn't say this in the other video, but yeah, drop your deck lists in the comments. We'll take a peek at them. You know, we can. I've done this in a couple of videos, usually set reviews. People will post their list, or they'll message us on like Discord or Fit Global, and we've had like a lot of discussions, either there or here in the comments, about the decks and what they're playing and what we like and what they like and all that other fun jazz. You know, good fun deck discussions. So definitely would love to see some deck ideas as we open up this, this foil choice. The art's really good. Seeing that Christmas tree and all that in the back. Yeah. Still don't know why it's a double R. I'm going to say that probably every time I have enough brain cells to recognize that card being pulled. kind of looking for another foil standby, which is kind of unfortunate. I think we've got 2 more foil climaxes to pull. We did pull the door, which I didn't pull in my first case. So there's that. This is a new foil that I didn't pull in the other case either. Let's take a peek. Looks like it's just a big beater. She big beater, but she dumb tiny. Dumb tiny big beater. Yeah, we didn't pull that in the other case, so that's pretty cool. It's nice to pull different foils. Like when we opened 7 Deadly Sins, which we helped our local shop open, it was like every case had the same foil, same SR, same triple rares. And then like most of the SPs ended up being, I think we opened like 7 cases between our own and the shops of like 7 Deadly Sins, and it was like 5 of them had the same spread of SPs, which is pretty bananas. I'm not sure like that's just bushy EN being bushy EN nonsense, or if that was just poor set design, or what happened with that nonsense. But it gets very tedious opening and seeing the same stuff again and again and again. Because it's the foils that really like spark as you open, in my opinion. I mean, I don't do this as a business. I do this as like pleasure. And my wife does it because she likes building playsets because she's crazy. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. I feel like having such a homogenized set is kind of sad. Alrighty, last 5. Wait, am I just dumb? Do I keep miscounting by like 1? I feel like I keep saying just 5 to go every friggin' box. I'll pick up that foil in a second. I'm in a groove. Best girl, hanging on someone else's arm, all set, and that's exactly what... come on. Can't see him. That's what they're saying right there. It's really unfortunate. I don't think I got a good shot on either camera of this climax and the faces that are happening on the side. So try that again. There we go. That's pretty good. It's like I kind of just want the art because of that. I mean, it's on the regular one too, but something foils, I guess. I don't know. I make poor financial decisions on a frequent basis. Very frequent basis. Do 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 do. Then after this, build playsets, then go to sleep, go to work. Oop, foil. This is the standby combo, I think. I think it just bounces and gives a soul. I'm not quite sure on that, don't quote me on it. But I think that's what it does. We're fading fast, boys. Fading fast, gotta make it, gotta make it. God, if these commons and uncommons fall, it's gonna be very, very sad day. The stack's so high. Oh no. One good thing about this says they didn't like just foil anything. Like a couple sets I've purchased have just like foiled like commons and uncommons, and it's just been like, really? Why are you foiling that? Stop it. Oh, can't see Machina. The light has blinded her. Yeah, I think I would have preferred this being a 2K character, just like Sheena, if it didn't have this stupid plus 500 in front of it or whatever nonsense. Like why is that relevant? Stop it. Just give me a 2K character. Kazuki. Alright, I think we're at this point we're going to just kind of speed run these with no commentary except for the foils. So those that want to just mute this and put it on like 7 times speed and just peek for them foils, go ahead and do so. You're not going to be missing any commentary. We're just going to smash that out. For those that haven't yet started doing that, do hit that like button, subscribe, because we do have a couple more case videos that'll be coming out, and like I said, hopefully, I'll be able to figure out something to splice in some deck text or some other such nonsense. But yeah, we do appreciate the support. I just feel bad that haven't been able to maintain the videos as much as we were. We were on a fairly good 1 video a week for like a hot second there. Felt really good. We were really in a groove, and then certain life choices happened, and here we are. So hopefully the channel will be back on track in the next 6 months or so. But until then, opening. Actually, this Friday, we're going to be opening Rebirth for You. The Higurashi set is coming out. As you can see, my playmat in the previous video for that is getting ready. Rebirth's pretty fun. It's a lot like Victory Spark, those that haven't played it. I haven't played it much, not gonna lie. I only owned 1 deck, and that was built out of my wife's extra rabbits stuff. So, I mean, the deck was pretty fun. The deck is the game is very RNG. You can kind of just straight up lose, like, pretty easily, is what it felt like. Also, very nice. Fortunately, combos with this, not sure it's viable, but that's a thing. If it had a triangle combo, maybe it'd be better. But yeah, so Rebirth it's kind of just to turn your brain off and play cards, and your deck does have to be shaped a certain way to win with like blockers, and blowing up the opponent's board is pretty powerful. That's the deck I built, is a blocker heavy, opponent board blow up. Yeah, so that was no, this is the right way. I'm upside down this end. That was basically my impression of Rebirth. So Hopefully Higurashi gets me a little more into it because it's a set that I purchased myself and I'm interested in. Besides that, I haven't been interested in any of the other Rebirth sets. Weiss getting all the good stuff, which I approve because this is my main money sink game that I don't want to have to buy foil partners that are like $300 a piece. Oh, that's a new foil we didn't get in my other case. She looks angry. Yikes. You see this? Hold on. Let's leave this real quick. She's not happy at all. What's she not happy about? 2K level 3s. Interesting. Huh. Hold on. Does that say what I think it says? Hold on. I'm too tired for this. I'm too tired. No, it does. Okay. I know what that kanji is. Alright, yeah, I'm not gonna. I might buy that just because I don't know what it does. And I think it does something that I think I like, but Machina. Damn. Brain dead is actually a term that applies right now. Holy shit. Still searching the last OFR, actually. For those that have not been skipping to foils and listening to me ramble, we still looking to peek it. Good girls only. Question is, how many card holders am I going to have to give this kid for his commons and uncommons? Actually, foil. Actually, I think I could just put them in these boxes. I think that's the play. Not bad. Semi-vanilla healer that, if you have memory, does stuff because flavor, I guess. For those that know her story. Good old flavor. Dropping stuff everywhere. There it is. There's the OFR, boys. Unfortunate for my boy. Very unfortunate. Don't think it's worth anything. Which he's going to moderately be sad he picked this case, but what are you going to do? What you going to do? Should have picked the one that they opened at the shop by accident. Rip. Alright, we got a couple more packs. 2 more full boxes. And we're at an hour and 15, so I think I'm definitely missing that hour and 20 guess. GG, my life. Won't be too far off. We definitely won't hit the 130 mark, so that's good. But, yeah, the set is very good. Look into it. Buy it if you have access to it. Highly recommended. Definitely recommended. I think that this set will probably get another ban list. Just my estimation. Could be wrong, but it depends on how Link ends up being strong or not. I think it's going to be very strong regardless. They gave it more memory cards, which I think was potentially a problem because that's what they hit on. Ooh, nice. That's what they hit on all the other ban list was all the memory stuff. One thing I will say about Grisaia is it's probably the most consistent deck that I have played. Yeah, I'd say the hardest thing. No, it's not even like at least the old deck. The old deck was probably the most consistent deck I think I've ever played. Between Gates and Climax Swapper, always had the door, events and everything else. Ricky, everything. Always had my level 1 combo. Probably triplicate. Worst case scenario, 2 of them. But, yeah. And I think this set just took that power level and gave it options. So, not only does it have power, now it has options, which is never a bad thing. So, definitely a set that those that are competitive minded need to be on the lookout for, either to buy themselves for a potential tournament deck or on the back end to know what it can do, so that way you can play around or counter its nonsense. So that's kind of the last thing I have on that. The only other thing which I have said hopefully numerous times, no I did in the other one, is thanks to everybody who has stuck around and watched this video, and if you watched the other one, appreciate that as well. Do take the time to hit the like button. You know, give us a comment if you liked either of these ways of streaming the opening. Do comment. You know, we do want to see what people are playing with this set. I am particularly interested because I'm gonna probably test 900 different iterations. So seeing what other people are doing will be pretty fun. Here's a combo I don't think is worth playing unless you're playing that global hand encore, which is pretty cool. Something de capo, I guess. But I think I'm gonna give this a try with that. I don't know. I just don't like this as like a concept. I just think that it could have been a little bit better. Maybe I just want too much. I don't know. There's another. That's not where that goes. But yeah. So as I was saying, definitely look forward to hearing what people do. Hopefully, you know, this will probably be a deck I do a video on once I solidify a list. Yumiko PR. And so as we come into the last box, we'll just kind of end it on that note. Yeah, and, you know, thank you all again. Oh, you know what? We haven't gotten. We didn't get another standby triple rare. Get unfortunate. Maybe it's in this box. Shoot. I'm kind of sad now. I was really hoping to have two of those. Because if I got two of them, then I would have been forced to foil the rest of them. No. Oh, God. Shoo. Huh. Same thing as the other case. Same R and SR in the same box. The dream of another standby is still alive. It might actually be dead. Actually, don't know if we pulled two climaxes in an uncommon slot. If one's foil, unsure. Think it's dead. Think the dream's dead, boys. Very limited Amane SPs. I think I'm actually gonna sell the clean cut SP. To be honest, either that, I'm gonna try to trade it for two of the Amane. Box toppers. Very sad. Oh, boy, we got there. All right. Guess I'm going on www.novatcg.com and ordering two more of these right after this. Oh, so good. She's so good. She's my girl. All right, down to the last few packs. Thank you all for the journey. If you've stuck around, 2 videos of just me rambling. And we just got the promo pack left. It's a Michiru. And that is it. That is the second case. That is 3.5 hours of me rambling. Oh, I was only 3 minutes off my hour and 20-minute estimate. Not too bad. Thank you all again for sticking around, and we'll see you in the next video, which will be up probably Saturday. Peace.